Everyone is once again equipped with weapons for defense. More than that, the gang now has a way to make new bows should more bows break in the future. 2 separate fields are now filled with red currant bushes, only one left to go. Lastly, it seems that we've gotten to a comfortable enough point with research to be able to go back to digging out bedrooms for everyone. Things are going swimmingly. I wonder if they'll last. Hello, and welcome back to Going Medieval. You may be able to not hear in the background. The bean is currently sleeping over in his bed, and I think he's going to be sleeping heavily enough that he won't wake up. We'll soon see. Alright, so as mentioned in the intro here, we have quite a bit of research done, and we managed to get a little Boars table here going, in which we're able to make short bows. Now we found out that the long bows and the crossbows are locked behind research. We're not going to be able to make them quite yet, but that's all right. Short bows are good enough for everyone here. I'm sorry, Snelling? Snelling needs a bow. I had it in my head that everyone was already equipped. Maybe not ranged. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead. We are going to start making a new bow. We're going to make them until we have 3 bows. We're going to always have 3 bows in reserve here. Waiting for resources, and yeah, we're good to go. Alright, so Snelling will be able to have a bow of his own. I was certain that we did have one for Snelling, but I guess not. Or maybe it broke. Maybe the tooltip just popped up and I completely missed it. Alright, well that's alright. We're going to go ahead and speed things along here. Just let everybody do their thing. And we're going to go back downstairs for now. So, we had stopped making these walls last time because we wanted to focus on research. We don't have that issue anymore. So we're going to go back to making block walls for the extra value. And we're just going to go ahead and queue them all up like this. And of course, on this side as well, we have our wonder cows upstairs, just running along, moving stuff. And he's just put something away. I think this is Violet going up and down stairs in the library complex here. Sure. You know what? Sure. That's fine. Snelling is up because it is, of course, evening. Aha! And he does have a bow. So he either just made a bow, or there was one laying around and he just hadn't picked it up yet. Both of which, you know, they're perfectly fine things. Snelling is working on the walls. Perfect. Here we go. We are going to slow things down just a little bit, and as we can see, it is currently raining. Let's just pull out here for a moment, enjoy the sounds of the rain. Actually, I'm not sure if the sound in the game is actually high enough for you guys to hear it. But yes, imagine if you will, the sound of rain clattering on roofs as everybody's waking up to this. It must be pretty horrible, actually. You know, in real life, waking up to rain, for someone who likes to go for walks in the morning, not the best. Admittedly, for the last few weeks, I haven't been able to do that, so either way, it doesn't really change much. But it's you know, rain is nice in the evening. You like falling asleep, right? To the sound of, or at least I do, to the sound of rain and maybe a little bit of distant thunder just kind of roaring in the distance. Not waking up to it. Waking up to it is not the best. Mostly when you have something to do, then it's really painful to hear. You know you're going outside and it's already raining. You're like, oh no. There we go. We're just going to bring these walls out. I don't know if we're going to bring them out all the way to the limits, but then after that, I'll start setting up digging. And with all 8 of our members here, it should go fairly quickly. It should. We'll see. Now, I have it in my head that in the last episode, it's been actually quite a while for me, but I have it in my head in the last episode that we had a merchant recently. So I think we're not going to be attacked anytime soon, but who knows? If we are attacked, we should be ready. with the archer tower up, that you guys didn't see in action, but I did. It should really tip the scales. It made a huge difference last time I was attacked in the now corrupted game, which I will continue to refer to. And it is true, it was corrupted. I didn't just lose horribly. Here we go. Everybody is building. And I don't know why this specific wall seems like a different shade. Kind of looks greenish to me. Stability. Yeah. Thermal insulation. Yeah. Hit points. Yeah, it's the same stats. I'm not sure what's happening there. Here we go. And we're going to go ahead and block these down. We're going to, let's make sure we're putting them at the right place. I'm sorry I'm turning a lot, but I'm worried I'm going to accidentally place a block in the middle of like stone. There we go. We have this essentially done. We could start digging that out, but I'm going to go ahead, just continue plonking these down. Actually, I think we could start digging. No, I'm gonna let him finish. Then I could have everybody focus on digging. I think that'll be better. Let's wait until we have the digging orders down, and then I'll go check the other things. I was gonna say let's go and check that, like if there's any more red currants to pick up, or if there's any trees that I should set up for like cutting down, or stuff like that. But I think quite the opposite. I'm going to not do that. You know what I could do though? As is right now, I think we have enough stability. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set these down. And I realize this is currently blocking me, but not once I do this. Right? Here we go. There we go. I don't know if they're going to focus on the right one. I don't expect it. But with the digging orders, they'll free themselves up. And that's the plan. That's how I see that happening. All right. Let's go back up here. Oh, we see a little red currant here. And it looks like it's quite a few red currants. Yeah. Actually, let's click on it. 12. Ooh. So we had completely forgotten about that red currant bush existing. I hadn't even seen it. And now we're going to have like quite a few red currants to place in the fields here, which is very nice. I do say so myself. And as we can see, everybody has started digging. They're doing everything they can. Very good. All right. Just taking a quick look around. We have boars here. Let's follow the boars around a little bit. Here we go. There we go. Little boar. Just wandering around. Oh, look at this little tree over here with the pink flowers. Maybe that's... Oh, that's an apple tree. I was going to say maybe that's cherry. No, these are our apple trees. So they're currently flowering, which means we are going to get some apples this year. I expect anyway. It's the start of summer. Should be fine. It's nice every now and then to just take a moment and stare at a boar walking around. Got our market stall down there. It's very picturesque. You know, I spend a lot of time in this game just completely zoomed out, worrying about who's doing what, but it's a very pretty low poly game. I enjoy it. Here we are. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's go back to here. We have, I see that we have a trough, right, with stuff in it, and I'm fairly certain I saw Violet just eat one of the barley, which is a pain. I wish she didn't do that. Here we go. Let's go back down here. And as we can see, I was right for over here. They did free up enough of it to be able to place these walls, but over here they did not. Right. Wonderful. Everyone is doing amazing work down here. I'm very happy. And once this is dug out, all we're going to need to do is put walls at the back wall here, and then a slight wall on the front. And then some sort of door, I'm thinking. Let's see. So the wooden door, the basic wooden door, has thermal insulation value. It has hit points. It has aesthetic value. That's what I was looking for. So a little autosave. We want to see what has the highest aesthetic value for these rooms. 1, 5, 3, 1. So these two have the highest aesthetic value, the reinforced door and the wooden door. However, the wooden door doesn't take iron. So I think we're going to go with the wooden door for this. Let's take a quick look actually. Does this... Oh, the arches do have aesthetic value. I had not realized. Okay. Well, it's good to know. The flooring will have aesthetic value, I'm sure. Aesthetic 2, 1, 2, 5. What's this? 1, 0. Okay, so the wicker graded floor is trash. But we could put some flooring in. That should raise the aesthetic value of these bedrooms once we get there, of course. And what else do we have? We have miscellaneous, leisure, furniture, products. Let's see. What could we put in their bedrooms to raise aesthetic value? There isn't much place, so I'm thinking like some sort of decoration. Value 17, value 17, value 17, value 17, 17, 17. Pottery might be nice. Oh, 20. I was reading the wrong things. This is value, this is aesthetic value. Okay, so aesthetic value 5, 5, 20, 40, 40, 20. The only downside about using, you know, the Oak Brethren wall decoration and stuff, I think it would convert the room into a temple. I guess maybe not if we don't have the shrine. I think, and this is a big asterisk, I think it won't. So we can make one of these for each of their room, and it'll give us quite a bit of aesthetic value. It'll make it so that they will, in fact, okay, well, we're not placing this now. They will have more value for their bedroom, making them happier, I'd expect anyway. Oh, good. And I just realized, yeah. So, Snelling maybe it was. I didn't really notice. Someone broke this wall, and they were able to build this. So we now have all the walls in place, which means it's not about to fall on anyone's head anytime soon, which is good. Generally speaking, when you know, are digging underground and have a massive library complex above you, you don't want things to fall on your head. That's a big no-no. All right, here we go. Oh, look at this. Will is just hammering away over here. Yeah, look at him. And I just realized Will has an iron stomach. I had no idea. And he's vigorous. Ooh, Will. I had no idea. All right. This is... Oh, you know what? Let's read this. So Will is a thoughtless cordwainer. Interesting. Will entered the Cordwainers Guild by patrimony. Oh, okay. Cario et arte. He has been his father's favorite refrain. Interesting. The scent of leather revived unbidden memories of London ateliers. In the shadow of St. Paul's bustling... Oh, St. Paul's, bustling with shoemakers like Will. Gotcha. So Will was a shoemaker in London. Interesting. Following the plague, and once again, there must have been a horrible plague that just killed a bunch of people. Will fancied himself a dressmaker. Interesting. And so he set about using miller's flour sacks, sheets, and linen rags to clothe and distribute orphans and wastrels. I don't know what a wastrel is. Of Stafford upon Avon. A frightful sight they were, shorn of their remaining dignity. Okay. I guess he wasn't very good at dressmaking, but very cool. So Will decided at some point to help out orphans in wastrels. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. But yeah, he was making something here. He was making berdishes. All right. So Will, how good are you at smithing then? 2. You're not good at smithing. I'm sorry, Will. What about Wallace? Wallace is at 13. Okay. Interesting. Very cool. We have learned about Alison and we have learned about Will now. I did not realize that there was such a rich history in this game. Here we go. Settlers are suffering from cold. I think that's from down here. You know what we're going to do? We are going to make sure that this area is blocked off. I just realized. If we're going to start warming the place up, we want our cold room to remain cold. There we go. So let's build 2 doors here. Hopefully that'll insulate it a little bit. And we are going to go over to furniture. Clay braziers is how I like to call them, after I accidentally called them once like that while DMing in Dungeons & Dragon. And they have never let me live that one down. The iron braziers floating in the air. Yeah, here we go. Let's build some more walls here. This will be the front walls. We're also going to have doors. It looks like we can actually build all of these right now. Emota can do this. And I may just, you know what? I may just hold off on... Oh, never mind. I was going to say I may just hold off on this one wall so that Emota doesn't get stuck here. But she was fine. Okay. Fantastic. We can also go ahead and start building doors. So our wooden doors here. I don't know if this is going to be a problem, because it's like right on this. Let's focus on the others first, I think. Anything that isn't like literally backed up on a wall, we're going to place a door down for it. And we're doing very good here. It is slow work mining. Even with Sybil, who happens to be, I vaguely remember her being quite good, 18 at mining, it is slow work. But that's fine. Wonderful. Let's zoom out once again. Zoom out, I say. Once again, just to look up here. And take a look at our red currant bushes. Ooh, we already have flowering red currants here. So, the hope is that it looks like we've used some of the red currants to make animal feed. I'm not thrilled about that, I'm not gonna lie. But the hope is that they're going to use more of that to fill in this farm plot as well. And then we'll have 3 farm plots of red currants going. And food reserves low. Ooh. Actually, that's a good point. Let's slow things down. Let's take a look around here. Do we see any dead animals? We do not see any dead animals. All right. Okay. I think looking at our food reserves, or lack thereof, and the fact that settlers are starving just popped up. Let's take a look around at what we have here. So this is cabbage. They're flowering, which means we're going to get cabbages soon. When is our maximum? Oh, it's nighttime. I was going to say there's no sunlight. Growing phase 22%. It's going to be a while. Barley is going to be a while. Yeah. We need to get access to some food relatively quickly. Let's do that. Let's just pick some mushrooms. I think mushrooms will be nice. And there is a deer over here. Let's set that to be hunted as such. I think that's good. All right. Let's take another look out here. We don't have any hidden red currants there. No, we could pick up these red currants. Let's do that. I don't think it'll do much of a difference because people are currently literally starving, as we see here. But it will help, I think. Yeah. And of course, if any animal comes in, they'll get skewered. Who's coming out here? Oh, it's Will. It's Will again. Will is going to pick some mushrooms. Let's take a look at Will. Here we go. Look at Will go. Let's speed things up. I love how I gave Will the antler helmet. He's just running around with his little deer head. You know, maybe it would help him hunt. I don't think Will is actually a hunter. Let me see. Marksman 8. No, he's not. But maybe it would help him hunt if he had like the deer antlers. It might convince the deers that he's actually one of them, and then ka-chunk, he shoots his arrow. Who knows? This is an episode where we're just following people around, apparently. It's very nice. Like, once again, I'm constantly playing a game like this, but when you take the time to just zoom on in on stuff, such as these red currant bushes that I'm fairly certain I set to harvest, but I may have set to cut, which doesn't make me the happiest because they've disappeared. Oh no. Maybe there's like a certain amount of times. Yeah. As I was saying though, when you take the time to just like zoom in sometimes and take a look at your characters and read stuff, it's a very pretty game. Look at this. It's light. There's people with Z fighting meshes. We can see Alison's buttocks here. Let's look away for Alison. Maybe her clothes are starting to get older and there's a few holes in it. Maybe that's what we're actually seeing. Unfortunate. Alison's buttocks just showing to the world. And we had ourselves zoom into that. I'm so sorry, Alison. Here we go. Let's add a new door here. We only need this door here as far as rooms. And I'm thinking Alison should get the first bedroom down here. I mean, she's been here the longest, right? And, of course, we cannot forget, Alison is now dainty, right? She struggles to cope with little things like dirt, cold, and hardship. That poor Alison. We need to help her out. All right, we're going to do something about that. She's probably not thrilled about starving either. I certainly am not. But, oh, look at this. Our food stores are empty. Jeez, okay. We need to work on that. How long until this? 2 days. Okay. So I guess that means everybody's gone out and gotten mushrooms. Let's slow things down. Let's slow things down and take another look around. Who's this? Oh, that's a bear. Okay, we're not attacking a bear. Yeah, look at this. There are things out here we can harvest. Let's harvest that. Let's harvest that. These are barley. So we'll be able to harvest the barley. These are flax. That won't help us with food, but it's interesting. What's up here? Is this just a... Oh, it's a pheasant. I was going to say, is that a dead rat? It was not. It was not. It was a pheasant. Here we go. Let's go ahead. Just take a look around. We have more barley here. I'm going to start using the H key. Here we go. Here we go. Pick up that barley. And is there any more? Not... Oh, over here. Desperate times, I'm afraid. We need to pick up anything that we spot. We could also zoom on up. Maybe there's something in relative distance here. No, I think we're good. Is there anything up here? Yeah. I mean, there's tall grass. That's not what we want. What is this, flax? That's flax. We have some barley. It's quite far away. Ooh, however, our nice little area here. I had completely forgotten about this. It does indeed have red currants. So we are going to go ahead and flag all of these for being picked up. This is barley. We're going to flag all of that to being picked up. What is this? Flax. We don't need flax right now. We could go pick up some herbs. But we also have a bunch of tallow, which we found out is good for good for medicine. We're gonna set this one rabbit to be hunted. All right, let's speed things back up. We have Will back on the job here. Unfortunately, Will is not the one we're hoping to do that because he's not anywhere near ready to craft mechanical components. If we see it, yeah, no, he's he enjoys it. Oh wait, ooh, running away. It looks like this bear just got hit by a wooden trap. Is he gonna come back? He is not. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I was hoping he would come back because I expect a bear has quite a lot of meat on it. Oh well. I guess we're sticking with vegetarianism for the time being. I mean, I say vegetarianism. The amount of meat these people have eaten. All right. You know what we're going to do, though? We are going to scroll back down. Here. We're going to take a look at this here. And I wanted to make sure. Animal feed, I cap out at 10. We're also going to change this, right? We are 18 now. We are 18. We are 8 now, which means 2 meals for each is 60, not 14. There we go. Everyone is currently waking up and going about their business. Fantastic. They should be like picking up red currants and all that. That should be a thing. Oh, we have a red currant bush over here. It doesn't have the most red currants, but we can set it up for harvest. And it looks like... This is flax. It looks like quite a bit has already been picked up by people. Oh, and Andy's, our wonderful Andy's, is bringing back something or another. Is there a way for us to see what they are currently carrying? No. At least not that I can see. But they are bringing back something, and it's probably food, which is good. As we can see, everyone is currently outside. Oh, they are currently coming back, actually, which is good. They should be coming back with food, specifically. So, yeah, food reserves are low, but they're no longer starving. Someone's becoming annoyed. 8 raw food. Well, that's not the best, but still, it's better than literally dying. Here we go. And as we can see, Emota is tending to the crops here. Fantastic. Oh, look at this. 8 raw food. Who's in charge of cooking? I think it's Sybil. I think Sybil might be in charge of cooking. Let's take a look. Manage. No, I keep forgetting it's jobs. All right. Let's see. Harvest, grow, cooking. Sybil. Sybil has her top priority being cooking. So that means that there isn't enough stuff to cook. That's what's happening. Unfortunate. We should be getting stuff to cook soon enough. Hopefully it will actually go up. How's our cabbages going? Flowering, yeah. Okay. All right. And we do have enough hay here to be able to build a bed, I think. Some things are going well. Oh, I say that, and instantly I get the message someone is starving. Wallace over here. Wallace is coming back. Potentially with food. Pouch. I don't know. It doesn't really tell you what they have on them. Oh, it's barley. It's coming back with barley. All right. Which we are not cooking into food right now. I just realized. Okay, so they're either eating red currants or barley raw. Oh my gosh, I hope they're not eating barley raw. Red currants is one thing, right? It's a fruit. It has some sort of taste to it. It's probably quite bitter. Like, I'm guessing. I've never eaten red currants before. But barley, oh, a group of animals have arrived, 1 cattle. And okay, it's wild. Okay. I was going to make sure that we didn't just gain a new cow, which, would be good for milk-related purposes, but means 1 more mouth to feed right now, which isn't the best. Ooh, all right. I was feeling like we were in a good spot, and I hadn't realized how dire our food situation is. See, even now, even after everything we've gotten picked up and are bringing back, we aren't seeing it pop up in here. Which says to me that we don't have as much food as I thought we did. Alrighty. Here we go. We're close to arriving at the night. So this is, I think, where we're going to leave it for today. Not an eventful day by any measure. Yeah, the bean is waking up as well. So not the most eventful of days, but we did get quite a bit done, mostly like down here. We got quite a bit of the digging done, and soon, probably next episode, we'll at least have one room that we'll be able to set up for Alison, our dainty little Alison. It makes me laugh that she got this trait. Perk, rather. Yeah, our dainty little Alison will be able to have a nice little room. We'll make sure that she has a restitution-ish, not shrine, but the other thing, wall decoration in her room, and some flooring and a bed, and I think she'll be happy in there. I think it'll have high enough value so that we start getting like positive happiness just from the rooms, which is good because they're constantly starving. Oh, it looks like we've managed to get some food. Well, we may not be starving for long then. Here we go. Reynard is making clothing, it looks like. Yeah, sewing clothing together. Fantastic. Okay. Let's make sure that our weapons do go downstairs. And maybe even our cloth. This will be it for this episode after that, though. So let us make sure warfare, armor, shield, weapons is coming downstairs. And I guess coins. We could have coins down there. Books, waste, fodder, warfare, seeds, material. Yeah. Textiles should be down here. Start moving that downstairs, and we're going to set it so that it is no longer up here. So warfare is no longer here. Materials, textiles are no longer here. What else is in here? Everything else I see can be there. I don't think it goes bad. I might be wrong about that. All right, scroll back out. We see Andy's and Violet sleeping in the shade of the tower. Aw. Andy seems to have his head stuck in the wall, but that's okay. We just won't look at it. And here is where our day is coming to an end. So, to recap, very slow episode. Not a lot went on, I have to admit. But we did get quite a bit of digging done. We did somehow find enough food to keep people from starving to death, which is always good. And yeah, we got that much closer to having a proper red currant production. So in 2 days, about 2-3 days, we're going to have I believe red currants. I might be wrong about that. Let me double check the phase. Flowering, ripening, ripe. Okay, we are not. Okay, we're still a bit off. We're still farther off than I thought, but that's all right. We'll come back next time, and we'll try to keep things going. And I'll leave you off with the sight of Will, diligently hammering away. He might not be the best smith in the world, but he is the most dedicated one in the fort. So I'll leave you with that. This is it for today. Goodbye.